Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us. I know that, we're trying to get in the habit of these little segments here, and I just think it's so helpful for both of our clients to kind of get our different perspectives. And yours is so much different than mine, but so necessary. So I'm really excited to chat with you this week. I was hearing a lot. This is what I was hoping you could share on, but hearing just a lot, like as spring cleaning is coming up, where I'm talking to my clients about trying to get them to kind of let go of subconsciously like things that I think are holding them back and them making more progress or them really trying to come into the person that they want to be. So one example I had was there's a client that she's dropped a significant amount of weight, but she's still coming in and wearing these like really baggy clothes. And subconsciously, I think for her, it's like a safety net, but I don't know how to best encourage her without making her feel like uncomfortable. But anyways, that's just like one example. And other people, it's food or unrelated things. But I think that would be such a good thing for you to share with us is what's the best way that they can, spring clean like their mind and body so that they're able to transition into this new lifestyle and this new person.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is such a big one. And I think, like you said it's like you really need to clean out your mind. And this is the perfect time to do it with like the fresh air, and you can open the windows and you can like just kind of take a whole look at what you can get rid of, from things in your house to things that you're thinking in your mind, from foods in your cupboard, and really take an opportunity to like run with the feeling of spring cleaning. So yeah, I love that. I love that. I think one of the best ways to help encourage people to do it is to have people understand how important and huge your space and your environment and stuff is to your overall wellness. So, when you think of walking in your house and you think of opening your coat closet and it's just kind of full, there's like mittens and boots and gloves, and it's like, oh my gosh, like it's so overwhelming. And you don't even realize, or you might realize that like you actually have a stress reaction to that, to be like, oh, and so
Yeah.
you go to put your shoes away and they're kind of sticking out. And so you just like shove them in there. And then all of a sudden, like the door's not shutting right or whatever. And you don't even realize like how huge that is. Not only can
Mhm.
you not find your stuff, but you also like, it's like physically in your way. So
Yeah.
when you think of that, and then think of like, close your eyes and picture just like this kitchen, like you walk in the door and you go into this kitchen and there's just stuff all over. There's mail and there's some papers from yesterday. And then there's like a newspaper or two. There might be some dishes. Maybe you left the cereal box out, and it's like all of a sudden your cortisol's rising and you're just having this stress reaction. And you're like, I think I just need some chocolate, or I think I need, and the
So
last thing,
guilty.
yeah, I know. Like the last thing that you think you can do is be like, I think I'm going to go work out, or I think I'm going to go for a walk. Like, no, it's just all of a sudden it's like, I have so much to do. I have to take care of that. Oh, I forgot about that. So when you're going into spring, really taking a minute to like picture these spaces and having like actual space, like clear space. So your counters being clear. I mean, if you close your eyes and you focus on that same visualization and you're walking into a kitchen that's like not necessarily white, but white helps picture it, like a white kitchen with like clean counters. Like you don't have this immediate feeling of like, I have all these things to do and I need some chocolate.
Right.
So that is the best way to kind of think of what happens when just like stuff is overwhelming you, is that it actually interferes with your ability to take good care of yourself. And not only from like a mental perspective, but also like a like from a stress reaction, you have that to things. So one of my favorite things is to like educate clients and to share like with your clients how it's not just like, oh, this would be nice to do. It's actually having like a huge impact on your ability to take care of yourself, because it's slowing you down. It's getting you, you can't find your shoes, so you can't go work out, or that you have to do whatever's on your counter, so you can't make a healthy dinner, or there's dishes in your way, so you say like, forget it. So really taking time to understand how huge that is, and like appreciating your environment as a place that can totally support you in your goals, and not just like be there. Like it's actually going to be something that moves you forward, or something that it works against you. So as you go into spring, like really looking over your physical spaces, and then also looking at like what you put on your body, like your clothes, like for example, your client, when you go to get dressed, if you don't feel good about yourself when you put your clothes on, then you are probably going, it goes back to that like thoughts create actions, behaviors, and feelings. And, so if you put something on and it makes you kind of feel like a blob or like a piece, just like not good, then it's going to be so much easier to just grab something that stays aligned with like that identity of just like, oh, this doesn't matter. Just like this shirt doesn't matter and I don't really like it. And like, so
Yeah.
spring cleaning your wardrobe is an amazing motivating tool to where you put on workout clothes that you feel good in. And then you take on the identity of someone who like feels good and has that like mental space to go and take great care of themselves.
I
So
love that.
yeah, I think that, just the whole thing about like how it's not just like, oh, this would be nice. It's like, it's truly a piece of your wellness that can be like actionable. And one of the best things I found is like when you get rid of physical things, you take out those old clothes that don't fit, you take out food that you don't want to eat, you clean off the cupboards, you get rid of the mittens and shoes. Something about like the act of like gathering it up and like getting it out of there, it's so freeing. It almost makes you feel like lighter. And then you carry that lightness with you, So yeah, I really encourage your clients and just both our communities, everyone in general, to like get behind the spring cleaning as like a jumpstart for taking good care of yourself. So
you gave such good visuals. I think it's so easy for us to relate that. And yeah, just the action. I love that. The action of actually like picking it up or just cleaning and feeling that weight being lifted off of you that's just such a good analogy there. And I think that's going to be key for everyone, just taking small steps and gathering it together and being done with it,
Yeah. And just like moving on, like this isn't, you don't need this anymore. Like let it go. And like, we can even get into a whole nother chat about like letting go of beliefs that are holding you back. Cause I think that's another thing.
I would love that.
Yeah. That's a really, fun discussion. But I also think in this moment, like today, you can just look around your space and take care of a couple things and let those go. And then get that ball rolling on letting things go. And then when it comes to like the mindset and the thoughts and the beliefs, they become eeasier because you're in the habit of just like letting things that don't serve you go, starting with like, clothes that don't fit and starting with like shoes you hate, or whatever. So I encourage everyone to just like embrace the motivation of spring cleaning and like run with it, knowing it'll have such a greater impact than you may realize.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. That's like exactly what I was looking for. I think that is going to be so helpful for all of our clients here. And yeah, just that nice reminder that we don't have to hang on to that and just start fresh and new. And this is the best time to do that. So that's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time and just all of those tips. It's so super helpful. And as always, guys, if you have any questions for Allie or want to know more about what she does or how she could help you with spring cleaning or managing your habits, definitely send either her a message and let us know too if there's other things that you want to see us discuss on here. So thank you so much. Have a good rest of the day.
Okay, you too. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.